welcome to Fantasy Football 2011. Been a while since we've done one of these, apologies for that.
Yes, well, we've got a lot to get through with news on new members, leavers from the team, interviews with Vinny and Ronan,
Ricky,
whatever, a couple of surveys, some introductions to all the new managers, and lots of talk about the team and some football.
Oh yeah, there's going to be lots of football. Anyway, first things first, what happened since we last did one of these?
Well, I applied to be on another game show and won myself a trophy. I went to London, had a great time visiting Madame Tussauds, meeting some of my sporting heroes and some of my all-time heroes. There was Woodcock and Bellis's leaving do. That was a pretty good night. Helen was as dignified as ever. I did some bagpacking for charity. I played poker, loads. I managed to accidentally forget to Skype us Vinny and Ronan in their fishing competition. So, pretty busy. What have you been up to, Mac?
Just the usual.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right, it's better than yours. I could teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn right.
Okay then. Well, there were other things that went on this year. The canal boat trip we all went on, that was good. There was your leaving do, where we abused Gaz Jones.
Oh yeah, Gaz turned up late this year and didn't get into the league. Immediately took the brunt of our anger.
To be fair, his head is solid. He has got previous for that sort of thing.
Go for it.
1, 2.
Well, I suppose congratulations, Gibbo and Mack, as whilst we're here, as you finally got yourself out of the COE team and got yourself a new job.
Yep, happy about that. Pretty happy about that.
Although I know the real reason you went for it.
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older, then we wouldn't have to wait so long? And wouldn't it be nice to live together in the kind of world where we belong?
There's a certain someone that you want to be close to, eh? You don't have to be embarrassed, I like Jane too.
Yeah, Jane, yeah, pretty fit.
Wouldn't it be nice if we could wake up in the morning when the day is new? And after having spent the day together, hold each other close the whole night through. What happy times together we've been spending. I wish that every kiss was never.
Okay, yeah, I guess the truth is. Anyway, since we filmed the last update, Jamie Brown, manager of Penny Arcade, has been over to India to film a little footage for us. It seems that Vinnie Barton is known all around the world.
Good afternoon, it's JB, just rocking in at Hope School again in India.
Hey.
Alright, so have you ever heard of Vinnie Barton?
Isn't he a gay cowboy?
Say the camera, say that again.
Isn't he a gay cowboy?
Is he a gay cowboy? I think he may be. Thank you. He is a gay cowboy.
Okay, as it's Vinny who set up the Fantasy Football League this year, and he's been the one sending out all the updates, keeping us entertained, and ensuring that we all know each other and have bonded as league members.
Some of his updates have been hilarious. He's a funny guy. That one where he
Oh, and when he wrote, dismal.
It's a real testament to Vinny's management skills that we all know each other and have all bonded as managers in the same league.
Paul Nichols, whoever he is.
Paul Nichols, don't know you.
Ian Shovelton. I think he might be the gay policeman Vinny keeps telling us about.
Ian, somebody, never really heard of him, don't really care.
Graham Hughes, don't know you. Might even notice your name in the Fantasy League.
Ian Shovelton.
Paul Nichols, you used to be in EastEnders or something like that.
Shove.
Simon Brookfield, again, don't know you, mate.
Ricky Keating, if that's his name.
That Irish guy, Ricky Ronan Keaton.
Boyzone.
Nick Broadhurst, don't know you, mate.
All coppers are.
Rich Millington, that sounds very upper class, which makes you sound a little bit like you're a bellend.
Shoverton. Ian Shoverton. Oh, skip those.
Trevor Wells McCulloch, which is a daft name.
Trevor Wells McCulloch, a bit of a double-barrelled posh twat name.
Graham Hughes, don't know you, got a pretty normal name. James Farley, don't know you, mate.
James Farley, again, no idea who you are, mate, sorry. Nick Broadhurst, again, don't know you, mate.
And policeman, dirty bastards.
Paul Tildesley, don't know you.
Paul Tildesley, bit of a puffer apparently.
James Farley. Rich Millington.
Vinny not really helping there. Some people are just plain mean. Anyway, in a bid to learn a little bit more about new league members Shove and Ricky,
Ronan,
whatever, I asked Vinny to introduce his teammates in order that we can learn a little bit more about them.
Rick Keating.
What the f***?
and Shove.
Shove, the donkey killing police officer.
So come on Vinny, tell that story. How did Shove kill that donkey?
I will explain.
No, tell it now, you fat.
As Mr. Shove is a policeman, he one evening went to a incident on a country lane, and when he parked up his car on the side of the road and then was trying to get a cow, I think, and a donkey off the road, the next minute a van comes round and hits the donkey, knocks it over the hedge, and it dies.
So it wasn't Shove's fault then?
And it's Shove's fault.
No, it wasn't Shove's fault.
It's Shove's fault.
So it wasn't Shove's fault then, Vinny? It was... Oh, fuck. It wasn't Shove's fault at all, was it? To be honest, the whole story whiffs a bit of bullshit to me. Fucking idiot. Right, instead of listening to Vinny, let's ring Ricky and learn a little bit more about him. Alright Ricky, this is Mac. We're doing our Fantasy Football League update. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name's Ricky Keating. I'm Vinny's friend.
You say friend, you mean that you and Vinny fuck?
That Vinny knocks about with.
Okay, when you say knocks about with, we know you spend your nights out in the wilderness fishing with Vinny. We know you're actually f***ing each other. We just want to know why?
I quite like him. He's my type of guy.
Okay, thought so. So we finally got you on the fantasy football update anyway. You a big fan?
Gibbo, who's a w***er, who keeps calling me Ronan Keating. I don't know where he's got that from.
Well, your name is R. Keating, so it makes sense to call you Ronan. It's just obvious.
I don't understand where this Ronan's come from. I've heard prick, Rick, Dick, Wick, whatever, but Ronan is an Irish and I don't understand where you're getting it from. Not happy about it at all.
I think it's a great name for you. It brings out your gay side.
I just can't wait to meet you in a dark alley.
Whoa, easy Tiger. I'm not into that sort of thing like you and Vinny are.
Until you've tried it, mate, you never know.
Thought as much. Anyway, it's not just me doing this fantasy football update. There's Dave Mack here as well.
Dave McDonald, who's a fucking arsehole.
What a f***ing Oh well. Before we get to the news, let's have a look at who's the hot favourite to win the fantasy football this season. We might not all know each other or get on, but we've all still got opinions. Who's going to win the league?
Me.
Probably Trev.
Helen Hewitt. It's got to be Jamie Brown.
Ronan or Rick Keating in his fishing bum buddy.
Jamie Brown. I'll go for Vinnie Barr.
Grave Hughes.
Paul Nichols.
Whoever's picking Helen Hewitt's team for her.
Paul Tildesley. Or Richard Millington.
Graham Hughes.
Nick Tourette's Broadhurst.
Simon Brookfield, I know he usually does well in the fantasy football.
Simon Brookfield. Definitely in with a chance.
Hi again, still at school. I thought while I was here I'd ask the lovely Mary a question about the league. So her thoughts. One good thing about Mary, she really knows her football. So Mary, who do you think is going to actually win?
Jamie's going to win the match.
Mary is a hero.
Okay, I don't know if you saw in that clip there when JB was in India. Take a look. The Ray Beatty in the background looks like he's wearing a nightgown.
You know Ray, always ready for bed, always ready for action. So, news? News. Okay, first up, recently there's been a racism storm within the beautiful game, led by Patriot and all-round racist John Terry.
Whoa, hold on. I think you find there's no racism in football.
Terry, Suarez.
Sepp Blatter, president of FIFA, yeah? He said racism doesn't exist, and you don't get to the top of FIFA without being...
Corrupt.
I was going to say right. Look, racism can be resolved by a simple handshake. Take a look.
Alright, Nick.
Oh, alright, sure.
You f***.
What's going on, white?
You f***.
Where's your hood today?
Oh, why did you steal something of mine?
You're always stealing, you're robbing all the time.
I hate your kind.
I don't really like yours. At all.
Yo. Think we're going away with that one?
In other news...
Yeah, moving swiftly on.
Me and Mac were part of the Tom Selleck All-Stars this November. We raised over £1,000, so thanks to all those that sponsored us. It was a great cause, raising awareness for male cancers. You had your prostate checked, Mac?
Well, Rich Millington offered to check it, but when I realised he had both his hands on my shoulders, decided against it. What about you?
I did go to a specialist in testicular cancer and got myself checked out there. Oh, thanks mate.
Enjoyed that, it's a pleasure.
Super Injunctions have also been in the news.
Yeah, following all the Ryan Giggs stuff at the end of last season, there's been a real hoo-ha about these things.
We've actually got an injunction out on us, preventing us from saying one or two things.
Yeah, we can't tell you about...
we're also not allowed to talk about...
yeah, he also... he's pretty much trying to go all the way through the department.
So we'll just move on to some happy news. Remember in our first fantasy football we did Gibbo, we broke the news about Helen and JB becoming an item.
Oh yeah, what, the fantasy football update that you can still get on YouTube by typing in Gibbo Mack Fantasy. First video on the list.
That's correct, yes. Well, we have some more news for Helen and JB to break. Recently they went to Paris and Jamie only went and popped the question.
Excellent stuff! Oh, tell them the other bit.
And Helen's pregnant. Congratulations to the three of you.
Yeah, congratulations I suppose. Personally I don't really know what Helen's thinking about.
I know what she's normally thinking about.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'd be like heaven to touch.
Jeez, God, she never shuts up about him. Right, sorry to bring this back to the COAs, but I thought this was worth a mention.
Giving out awards for the year is always important.
Yep. We're announcing here the COA of the year for 2011, seeing as it's nearing the end of the year. It goes to the person that has given the most to the team, has contributed more than anyone. I'll give you a clue, it's someone from the contact centre.
Grace.
Nice one. No, this person has watched real time more than anyone else. They've moved resource more than anyone else. They've worked emails, they've been the face of the COAs, they're trusted by Stratops. You cut them open, they bleed COA. Ladies and gentlemen, the COA of the year is not Gaz, it's Chris Henderson. So if you can pass thanks on to Chris when you see him, that'd be brilliant. Excellent.
Well done, Hendo. You really do the majority of the work down in the contact centre. Anyway, let's finish off the news for this fantasy football update. With redundancies hitting the business, it's not just me escaping the COA team. Gibbo?
Right, well, from the team, we're losing Sarah. We're also losing Caroline.
Moist.
We're losing Dave Bailey. We're losing Vinnie Barton. And we're losing Sam Bradshaw.
She's fit, isn't she?
Oh.
You like Sam too? Hell, Gibbo, steady on. I mean, I know she's fit.
No, it's not that. I've still got Gaz under the table. Ready for this now. Mac, it's 2 o'clock. Vinny's going to be leaving work.
But surely Vinny never leaves any earlier than 4 p.m.
Yeah, you'd think so, but possibly he's going for a meeting at Phase 5, like he tells Dan every day. You best get out of here if you're going to catch him.
Right.
Like a rhinestone cowboy, riding out on a horse in a star-spangled rodeo. Like a rhinestone cowboy, getting cards and letters from people I don't even know, and offers coming over the phone.
Is he alright?
I think he's dead.
Right then, before we wrap things up here, just time to...
What the f just happened there? Anyway, like you said, before we wrap up, time to see what happened when I interviewed Vinny. Hello, I'm here today with Vinny, just between me and you. I shouldn't really be telling you this. This doesn't leave the table, and within these four walls, Barton.
Bastard.
Bit harsh that, Vinny. Okay, well that's enough of that. You just sit there and do as you're told, alright?
Okay.
F***ing dumbass, I'm trying to do a serious interview here. You understand?
Yeah.
Can't have you dicking around like that, Vinny, when I'm trying to do a serious interview with you, alright? Right, first question. How'd you like your men?
Jamie Redknapp.
Didn't have you down as the pretty boy type, Vinny. Is it the tight trousers that do it for you? Okay then, well aside to running the Fantasy Football League, you enjoy long fishing trips away the weekend with your mate Roman, cut off from modern technology, society and its prejudice against your kind. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Pretty sure there's a famous film with a story like that. Anyway, on with the questions. So we've established you enjoy the company of men, Vinny.
Ooh. Yeah.
So if I was to offer you a night of being shagged to death by pop princess Rihanna, or being gang raped in prison, you'd want to be?
Gang raped in prison.
Honest. So what type of relationship do you have with your male friends?
I always give it.
Thought it would have been the other way round, to be honest. I take it you treat them nice, treat them right.
Bang bang in and out.
So no romance then, you just like to...
Force it home, bareback.
You're careful though, protection, lube, spit don't swallow.
None of them.
Whoa! So what famous guys do you like then?
Pele, Bruce Lee, King Kenny, Jack.
Quite the range there, and if you got your hands on one of these guys, what would you do?
I would stretch his arse so wide he wouldn't be able to walk for a week.
And last question, who's your favourite footballer of all time?
Jamie Redknapp.
Well, we know why that is, don't we, you dirty bastard?
Well, that's it. That's the end of the fantasy football update. We were going to call it a Christmas special, but all Christmases actually happened. So it is what it is.
It's been pretty good, though, hasn't it?
I've enjoyed it. It's been good to be back. The f***? I like just a friendly tap, not that.
Take things too far, you, don't you?
What does mean it takes things too far?
I think you'll find it is you that takes
Don't think you'll find it is! Gibbo
Kill you with my thumb.